Hello, everyone. I'm meteorologist Violet Skyber. We are getting closer to the official start of spring, but what does that mean and why do we even have seasons? Well, let's explain, starting with Earth and its position near the sun. January 1st, it's just above the start of winter, which is late December. As we go around the sun, we reach vernal equinox, which is the start of spring, summer solstice, and the autumn equinox. So let's explain what each of these means. First, starting with the official start of spring. It's usually around the date March 20th, and the reason why it's that date is because the center of the sun is pointed directly above the equator, which means all areas receive about 12 hours of daylight. And what I mean by areas includes the Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, and the Antarctic Circle, which are each of the lines positioned here on Earth. Notice they all have 12 hours of daylight. As we look ahead to the summer solstice, it's usually around the date June 20th. This is when the center of the sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer. And we have longer days in the northern hemisphere, shorter days in the southern hemisphere. Notice the hours of daylight depending on where you live. Arctic Circle gets a full 24 hours of daylight, Tropic of Cancer around 13 and a half hours. The equator gets 12 hours of daylight, Tropic of Capricorn only about 10 and a half hours, and the Antarctic Circle is completely in the dark with 0 hours. Looking ahead now to the winter solstice. This is usually late December, around the date December 21st. This is when the center of the sun is directly above the Tropic of Capricorn, with shorter days in the northern hemisphere, longer days in the southern hemisphere. And this is usually the southern hemisphere's summer. So notice the amount of daylight here. Arctic Circle, no daylight. Tropic of Cancer, 10 and a half hours. Equator, 12 hours. Tropic of Capricorn, 13 and a half. And the Antarctic Circle, a full 24 hours of daylight. Hopefully this enlightens you and teaches you about each of the seasons and why they fall on each of those dates.